Hey everyone, hey wellness crew. I am so glad that you're here to join me for today's practice. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with some salutations, lifting our arms up, swan diving into a forward fold, walking our hands forward into plank, bending our elbows and having our hands, our toes, and the balls of our feet in contact with the mat, nothing else. Coming into upward dog, tucking our toes underneath for downward dog. And coming into child's pose. Coming back into downward facing dog. Walking our hands in towards our feet, forward fold, and slowly rolling up. Breathing in, lifting our arms up, swan diving into a forward fold, walking our hands forward into plank, bending our elbows, coming into hovering, coming up into upward facing dog, tucking our toes underneath for downward dog, opening up our knees, coming into child's pose, coming back into downward facing dog, walking our hands towards our feet, forward fold, and slowly rolling up. Breathing in, swan diving into a forward fold, walking our hands forward into plank, coming into hovering, coming into upward dog, coming into downward dog, we're going to open up our knees, come into child's pose, coming into downward facing dog, walking our hands in for forward fold, and slowly rolling up. All right, let's go ahead and get some balance in. So we're going to start with tree by our ankle, if you would like. Starting in the prayer hands position, then we're going to go ahead and open up our arms. And switching sides. So starting in prayer position and then going ahead and opening up your arms. Right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab one foot, our left foot with our left hand. We're going to try to extend it out. And we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side with the right foot and the right hand. Oh, it was so close. Darn it. All right, we're going to come into warrior three. So extending your arms up ahead, coming forward. And coming back up, bringing that right foot back. Coming into warrior three on the left leg. And awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and get into a supine position on our mat. We're going to go ahead, start with our knees in a 90-degree angle. Open up our legs, close them, extend, open, and close. Bend, open, close, extend, open, close. Bend, open, close, extend, open, close. Open, extend, open. Bend, open, extend, open. Bend, open, extend, open. Bend, open, extend, open. We're going to go ahead and bring our hands out to the sides. So we're going to do metronome. So little movements to the right and the left. You got this. We're going to go ahead, bring our feet to the mat. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our head. We're going to bring our right knee to our left elbow, or our right elbow to our left knee. Bring it back down. And then bring our left elbow to our right knee. 5 more. We're going to go ahead and bring the soles of our feet together, have our palms facing the sky. Take a few deep breaths here. We're going to bring our arms overhead and come up. If the struggle was less real. All right, perfect. We're going to go ahead, get into that side plank. And we're going to do some hip drops. And we're going to go on to the other side with hip drops. We're going to go ahead and get into that deep squat. If you need to open up your legs a little bit more, your feet a little bit more, that's totally okay. We're going to go ahead, come into a plank position. We're going to bring our right knee to our right elbow, our left knee to our left elbow, then inside. Right, left, 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 inside. All right, let's go ahead, get into seated saddle. We're going to go ahead and come all the way back onto our forearms. From there, if you want to further stretch, you can go ahead, get onto your back. And slowly coming out of this position, we're going to come onto our stomachs for Sphinx. So our legs are nice and wide. And we come back into child's pose. All right, now we'll go ahead and get into Shavasana. So our feet are spread wider than our hips. Our palms are facing the sky to be in a receptive position for whatever it is our higher power or the universe would like to provide to us. Being grateful to yourself for completing this practice. And turning to the right side, getting into a kneeling or a seated position. I am so glad that you joined me today for today's practice. Thank you so much. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and or join because it is popping off on the memberships. So I will see you in the next video. Be well, stay wild.